Hello YouTube, Brent Peeler here with you. Coming to you live, or not live, coming to you from Puerto, Morelos, Mexico. Today is Tuesday, probably the 18th, does that sound right? 18th? Tuesday the 18th, 2020. During this pandemic. Figured I'd make a quick video, tell you what I've been up to. Today I went on they stopped me going down the road trying to sell me a trip. So they told me, give them $20 and the next day I'd get a free breakfast, and then they'd give me a discount on my trip, whatever I picked or whatever. So I did that, and come to find out they took me to breakfast, but it was at a timeshare deal, so that didn't go over too good. About 2 hours worth of, we ate breakfast and they took me around their little resort, and I just told them they got the wrong guy. It was wanting like $120-something thousand. Then of course, they'll knock that in half, and then I think the last figure was $15,000 or something. Ridiculous. But I told them, oh no, it's wrong answer. But today, or this evening, I had to go hang out for a little bit while I got my room clean and that kind of stuff. And the Wi-Fi quit working last night, and it's still not on tonight. The Airbnb guy said that he'd try to get it looked at today or in the morning. So I guess it'll be in the morning. I think it just needs somebody to pay the bill, because when I try to log on to Wi-Fi, it asked me for a credit card, and it and the TV quit at the same time. So I figure it's just needs some payment, if I was guessing. But anyway, I went to the drugstore again today. I went back when I was in Cozumel, and I really didn't pay attention when I was in there, because I had heartburn so bad I couldn't hardly stand it. So it didn't matter what it cost. I was trying to get some relief. I'd been taking Pepto, and I couldn't find no Tums. So when I was at Cozumel, I got some omeprazole and some Tums, and I just got a little bitty bottle. I think 14 pills or something like that. And I ain't got a clue what I paid for, but I'm sure it was cheap, because I went back tonight and I bought a bottle of omeprazole, 20 milligram. I don't know if you can see it there. 120 capsules. Cost me $7. That would have cost you $1 a pill in the States. Nexium, or I don't care if you get the generic 75 cents a pill. It's just ridiculous. I got some omeprazole through the VA, and they only give me like maybe either a 30-day supply or a 90-day supply. I can't remember. And then they started giving me this cheap shit that don't work worth crap. I mean, you might as well. I don't even take it. I mean, it's horrible. I mean, it don't work at all. But so I've just been buying my own. I go down to Walgreens and get in America they'll give you 3 different bottles with like 7 pills a piece in them. Really good for the environment. 7 pills in the same package, mind you. So you get like 21 pills, but in 3 different pill bottles, and that'll cost you $20 to $28. But this was 150 pesos, which is $7.50, something like that. That sound right? Yep. $7.50 for, if I took one of these every day, it'd last me 4 months. And that's just ridiculous. America, you can do better. Y'all just, Big Pharma in America is just screwing everybody. If you can get this stuff that cheap in Mexico, and I'm sure all this shit's made in China anyway, so, I mean, and if it's made in Mexico, hats off to you, Mexico. But I've heard that about Mexico, that, all the drugs are cheap. Yeah, it's made in Mexico. Jalisco, Mexico. But anyway, that's ridiculous. Why in the hell America just has to gouge everybody on everything, especially when it comes to health or that's part of the reason this coronavirus hadn't been cured is because they don't want it cured. They know they can milk this for all different kinds of agendas, and the more you look into it, the deeper it goes. So I just quit looking into it and just figure, to hell with it. We'll just live with coronavirus. I mean, with the numbers the way they are, I mean, they're trying to inflate these numbers so bad that they can't hardly stand it, and it's still so far below the common flu that it's ridiculous. But yeah, I just want to share that with you. I don't know what all drugs you can get, over the counter and which ones you can't. Like I said, I needed this one, so this one I went and got. But I'd always heard that you could buy pills in Mexico by the gallon and way cheaper. And vets supplies for your animals too, or whatever. I know a guy that used to claim that anyway. I don't know if that's true, but you could just ridiculous how cheap it was here compared to the States, and that's unacceptable. But I guess it's something that we're going to have to. Well, we do have to live with because America, they want to gouge you on everything, and I don't care if it's generic, if it's name brand. I don't know what that. If that's a generic, if that's a name brand, they don't even ask you that here. They just. She offered me a small bottle, and she offered me this big bottle. When she told me how much the big bottle was, I said, "Oh, I'll take that one." It's ridiculous. So before I go back to the States, I will be buying some more of this. I don't know if I'll have an issue getting through customs, but I'm gonna buy me 4 or 5 of these because, like I say, these are $1 a pill or better in back in the States, Walgreens or one of them companies. So another reason to come to Mexico. Okay, a little Puerto Morelos update. I think the beaches are closed. I'm really not 100% positive on that. I'll go eat at a restaurant and I'll see kids playing on the beach, but they're not full. They're not the way it was. And I talked to that Trish from my Trish advisor, and she said the beaches were closed here and at Playa del Carmen. But the same day she went to Playa del Carmen, we went to Expuja, and if you've seen the video before this one, you can tell that there was, the furthest thing from closed. Everybody was at the beach and having a good time. So I think it depends where you're at, what day you're there, and she said that they wasn't there 5 minutes, and the police was already rounding people, herding everybody off there. But we stayed all day and didn't have a lick of trouble. And I've noticed here at Puerto Morelos, it seems to be like these restaurants and stuff. I don't know. I live about 100 yards from the beach, but there's a fence that goes all the way down. And I don't know if that's a little school or something or a nursery right across the street from me. My neighbor's got a key to the gate, and they go in there. I see them walking their dogs and coming back with all kinds of fruits and vegetables and stuff. So I don't know if they just kind of look over it because they live so close, or because on down the street it's all the same deal, and I'll see lots of cars parked there and people out there gardening and stuff. So like I say, I don't know what the connection is there, but the reason I'm telling you that is because if I could walk just straight through that gate, I could throw a rock and hit the ocean. But the way it is, I always got to go walk down about 3 blocks to the grocery store, and that's where the main Puerto Morelos is, where like the lean-in light tower and all that. And I think that tower, they said a hurricane blew it over in 1967 or 69 or whatever. And it's just been leaning like that for a long time. And that's where everybody goes and takes pictures, pretends they're holding it up and whatnot. But anyway, down there by the beach, that's where all the boat docks and the snorkeling and fishing, that's where they're all stationed out or based out of. That's where all the boats and stuff is. But I've even when I've thought the beach was closed, depending on what time it is, I've walked all up and down it, and nobody's ever said anything to me. So I'm really not sure. Like I say, I don't listen to the news. They could be, telling you they'll shoot you if anybody's caught on the beach, and I wouldn't I wouldn't know the difference. But I go to some of these restaurants, and they have beachfront views or whatever where you can sit there and eat at the beach. I ate at one the other day, and I didn't see many people on the beach, but I seen a few different kids playing, and I tell you the truth, after going to the cenotes and the Ken Ha, I guess was the name of it, I was kind of aggravated at the beach anyway, because all the seaweed was blowing in. So about the first 15-20 foot of the beach was just nasty old seaweed, but now that's cleared up. So I guess they was right. They said June, July, or July and August was the main time for the. I know it's the ocean's a living thing. I guess it's annually like a lake turning over or something. You got your good times and bad times, but evidently that was the bad time. But it's cleared up. I know at Ex-Puha, man, that beach was just gorgeous. And when I come back here, I got to looking at this one. It's cleaned up too. So that the moss or seaweed, I keep calling it moss, from like it's a farm pond or something. But the seaweed is just. I don't think it's going to be an issue much longer, if it is at all. It was clear. I don't know if it kind of clears up and comes back until it's completely gone. But I know it was clear. So maybe that's a done deal. But like I say, that'd be about my luck if the seaweed cleared up and then you couldn't get on the beach. But I think everybody's trying to just be safe, and like I say, they're trying to open this deal the best they can and trying to keep anybody and everybody from getting sick. I went to a restaurant the other day, and I'll wear my mask down around here until I go into a store. If I go into a grocery store or a restaurant, they make you put it on right. So I went to this different restaurant. As soon as I walked up to be seated, they was handing me a bag to put my mask in. I didn't understand what the hell they was telling me, because everywhere else is like, you wear that mask until you sit down. But these guys was, no, put your mask in that. And I thought, well, hell, the only reason I put my mask on was to be seated. So who knows, I thought that was funny. You got a laugh out of that. Some good stuff. I think it's hazelnut, but it says nuis or whatever. I guess it's kind of about half yogurt and half, I don't know what it is, but it's good. I like it. I was drinking a bunch of those little frappies or whatever, well, I love the frappies down in the frozen milkshake deals, but I was getting them little glass bottles I'll show you one. These deals, cafe au lait or whatever. And I got to where I was loving them, but I could tell that I was starting to gain a little weight. So tonight I went to the grocery store and only bought me 2 of those, and bought me 4 of these yogurts and a couple of Sprites. So replenished my groceries, got me some waffles and some more bread. Like I say, all that stuff's real cheap, at least as cheap as it is in the States. The only thing I've noticed, it's hard to get good cheese here. I say good, the kind of cheese that I know, your cheddar. But I did find some of that Timken. I like that kind of cheese. and that's about the only, you know, only cheese that I really like here. I bought some other brand, and it wasn't, and it's expensive. It's like $6 for a half moon, whatever you call it, like Longhorn cheese, that kind of stuff. I guess because it's imported, whatever, I don't know, and I just don't think they eat the same kinds of cheese as we do. I bought this other. Tin hook. That's about $5.50, $6, and this is the kind of cheese they got, which it's okay, but it's more like Alfredo cheese, or I don't know. I like it, but you can't. I haven't found like I like the Kraft cheese. To me, if when it comes to cheese, if it's wrapped in plastic, you know, the slices. If it's wrapped in plastic, then it ain't cheese. I don't know what it is, but it ain't cheese. It don't taste like cheese. It just, I don't know. I don't do that kind of cheese, and they sell that stuff here, but I ain't going down that road. Like I say, lots of stuff here is as cheap or cheaper than it is in the States, but a bunch of stuff that you can't get here that you do get in the States. And I think a lot of that has to do with it being so bad for you. Like you can get weenies here, like hot dogs, but there's one store that sells Oscar Mayer hot dogs here, and the rest of them is like this Fudd brand or whatever. But to me, they taste awful. I don't like it. But I'm sure it's because they don't have all that filler crap that I've been used to growed up all my life, that, you know, I've acquired a taste for, that's just ballooning me up, making me a fat ass or whatever. And so somebody sent me a deal about this COVID too, about the stuff that can protect or build your immune system, and a bunch of it is natural juices and you know, pineapple juice, orange juice. There was several of them, but eating your food warm, you know, that kind of stuff builds your immune system. And nobody's telling that. They're not telling that because they don't want that, and they want the numbers to be pushed up. But like I say, that's another story. But goodness, what else is going on here? I don't know. Once again, the Wi-Fi situation. I went down and when I went to the grocery store today, well, that was my main objective, was going and getting me some data. The last time I bought it was probably a couple of weeks ago, and you just give them $10 and they give you like 3 gigabytes. And I think you could do it at the convenience store, the XO or OX or whatever the hell it's called. I think you can handle all that there, but I just there's like tail cells, 2 or 3 of them here pretty handy at Puerto, Morelos, and I wanted to go eat anyway, so I just I just walked into one of those and give them 300 pesos, which is what, $15, and that renewed my cell phone bill for the month and give me 4 gigabytes. So I knew it'd be a long night. I like watching Facebook at night, and like I say, my TV's not working because I don't know if it's connected to the same. I don't know how they go about it. I heard that you can go to the OX or XO or whatever store and pay all your bills. You just take them your bills and you pay it at the gas station or the OX store or whatever you call it. But I don't know how that works. If, like I say, I don't have to worry about none of that. Just the electricity and all, the water, the Wi-Fi, all that's package deal. It's just like you're staying at a motel, so you don't have to worry about any of that. But I knew when I left that the TV El Chapo wasn't on, so I didn't want to I didn't want to be here and it get about 9, 10 o'clock at night and me run out of data because, like I say, they'd call for a long night. So I went and replenished my data, got new. I'm good for another month on my cell bill, which is another thing I did try to call. I tried to call. I had a VA appointment yesterday. We did it online because I couldn't. I'd been doing the telephone appointments online. I mean, not online, but over the phone. And I'd called the VA 2 or 3 times and give them this Mexican phone number because I couldn't call out on my other phone. And I thought I had it set up, but it come time for my appointment, and nobody ever called. So I called the VA back, and the VA said that my doctor had just, I guess they're working from home or something, but they had just called the VA and said to put me down as a no-show because the number that they tried to call wasn't working. So they set me up where I could do it. It's a web, some kind of app on your phone that anyway, we got on there and did it's like a Zoom call. And I had a Zoom appointment yesterday and got that squared away. But she told me since my phone wasn't working to go ahead and call the VA and schedule me another appointment for, a follow-up for, she said 6 to 8 weeks. So she told me to do that after I hung up, and I forgot yesterday. And so I tried to do it today, and I couldn't call out. I don't know if it's because I was out of load on my phone or whatever they call it here, out of minutes, out of whatever. So got me some load tonight, and I'll call tomorrow and get that appointment set up. I had somebody bought another old junk pickup or my old wrecker. They're back in the States, give the money to my son, so now I can afford to go fishing, but he had to work for the last couple of days. So tomorrow, he's off tomorrow, so maybe he can get that deposited because I've been out of cash for a while. I've been just trying to save what little cash I had for taxi rides or whatever, and maybe I can get some cash out now that got a little money in the bank or whatever, or should have some money in the bank tomorrow. But everything else is going good. I think we're going to try to go do something again this Sunday. Brenda and Alejandra, maybe Larry, of course, Guy the bird. We're probably going to go to a beach somewhere. I don't know where we're going, but if everything's still open. So other than that, it's amazing here. It really is. I don't even know the name of that timeshare they tried to talk me into, because as soon as I found out it was a timeshare, I just tuned them out. And I'd heard about them high pressure deals or whatever, so I just told them, so y'all are barking up the wrong tree. I already know about the horror stories of people trying to get out of them deals, so I wasn't playing that game, and I was kind of aggravated that I thought I was going on another one of them cenote deals, getting a price off of my cenote or Isla Morelos or however you say it. There was like 6 different options. I thought I was going to get a real cheap price for one of them, but it wound up being some I don't know, that there's like seven different places you could go here in Mexico, and then it turned into a worldwide timeshare, blah blah blah. And I was just like, oh no, get me back to the casa. Y'all are talking to the wrong guy. But yeah, I thought I'd share that with you about the drugs being so cheap. Like I say, I don't know what all I don't know what all's over the counter here and what all's not. I know that this sure saved me about $100, $110, I'm sure, because for some reason the VA, they got to where they don't want to give you omeprazole. I don't know if it's because it works or because there was a deal saying something that it hurts your kidneys or your liver. There was lawsuits or whatever, but that's probably why everything's so high in America, is because everybody's got to sue everybody. But here in Mexico, you can buy this by the bushel, and it's $7.50 for 120 capsules. So anyway, that's all I've got tonight. I'll keep y'all updated. Y'all hit that subscribe button for me. Like and share these videos. Hit that comment on them. Hit that notification bell. It'll help me grow my channel. I've got 69 subscribers. Appreciate each and every one of you. Love all y'all. Like I say, y'all hit that subscribe button. I'm stuck on 69, so I hope y'all are enjoying these videos. I'm really enjoying making them. Like I say, they're about half therapy for me. So I like doing it this way, where I'm just sitting and talking to the camera instead of worried about the wind blowing and me jerking all over the place with the camera. I'm filming on a iPhone SE. Great, wonderful piece of equipment. But I don't have a gimbal or nothing, and I'm not, I got a selfie stick, so everything's all shaky, and I don't like watching videos that are shaky, so I'm sure y'all don't either, but I don't do it on purpose. And like I say, I'd like to show y'all more of the stuff that's here, but at the same time, I want the videos to be quality, and I want you to be able to hear me, and instead of noise and music in the background and waves crashing and wind blowing. That wind, it's just depending on which way you're facing, that's all you hear. You can't hear my voice. So that I just like sitting down, relaxing, talking to y'all kind of one-on-one like this, and I hope y'all enjoy it too. So with that said, I'm gonna get off here. I'll see y'all on the next one. Hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Comment, share these videos with your friends. Hit that notification bell. Y'all be good. Bye.